In Salem, every heartbeat counts. And over the next 2 weeks, Days of Our Lives delivers a devastating blow, one that will shake the town to its core. John Black dies just as Bo Brady awakens. A hero is lost. A warrior returns. And everything changes. As June unfolds, viewers will witness an emotional funeral, shocking betrayals, and legal chaos. So let's dive into the explosive spoilers coming June 2nd to June 13th, because Salem is about to erupt. The heart of Salem is growing weaker by the hour. John Black, a symbol of strength and loyalty in this town, is facing his final moments. In a hospital room filled with quiet heartbreak, Marlena Evans refuses to leave his side. Her hands clutch his, her eyes searching for a miracle, but it becomes clear that no amount of hope can change what's coming. As the gravity of the situation spreads, loved ones begin to return. Eric Brady arrives in a rush, determined not to let his father slip away without a proper goodbye. Soon after, Belle and Brady join him, each battling their own private grief. Paul Narita returns, visibly shaken but trying to be strong. Then, in a deeply emotional moment, Will Horton steps back into town, his presence stirring old memories and underscoring just how serious John's condition has become. Each visitor takes a turn alone with John, sharing whispered memories and tearful farewells. Though John's eyes may remain closed, his presence is still felt. His soul, still anchored by love, seems to listen to every word. And then, in a turn of fate that feels almost too poetic to be real, Bo Brady, long trapped in a coma, begins to stir. On the very day Bo begins to open his eyes and fight his way back to life, John takes his final breath. One chapter closes, another begins. A hero dies, as another is reborn. In the week of June 9th to 13, Salem prepares for a funeral that will leave no heart untouched. As news of John's passing spreads, an air of sorrow hangs over the town like a heavy fog. Plans for his memorial service are set into motion, plans that reflect the grace, honor, and love he brought into the lives of so many. It's not just a funeral, it's a final tribute to a man who meant everything to this community. Carrie Brady Reed makes her return, drawn back by her mother Marlena's grief and the shared pain of losing a man they both adored. Marlena, ever the pillar of strength, keeps herself composed for the public. But behind closed doors, she is a woman shattered. Her partner in life, her rock through countless storms, is gone. The gathering becomes a mosaic of family, friends, and former foes. Emotions run high as decades of history come flooding back. Long-held grudges soften under the weight of loss, while some wounds, never quite healed, are ripped open anew. Meanwhile, Maggie Kuriakis seeks comfort in the wisdom and warmth of Julie Williams. The loss of John reopens Maggie's own grief over the collapse of her daughter Sarah's marriage. She admits that between family breakdowns and funeral preparations, her heart feels like it's being pulled in too many directions. As the town comes together to honor a legend, the undercurrent of tension reminds us, in Salem, even mourning brings drama. While some are mourning in black, others are preparing for courtroom battles. Xander Kuriakis, always a figure of controversy, is about to face one of the biggest legal challenges of his life. After a recent physical assault on Philip Kuriakis, the consequences finally catch up with him, and this time, there's no one left to shield him from the fallout. Belle Black steps forward, not just as Philip's ally, but as a woman fueled by a sense of justice, and perhaps a desire for retribution. She grills Alex Kuriakis during a heated interrogation, piecing together inconsistencies and drawing a clear picture of guilt. Once she gathers enough ammunition, she turns to Jada Hunter, pushing for Xander's arrest. And just like that, it happens. Xander is taken into custody, his signature arrogance replaced by a rare flicker of fear. For a man who's always danced on the edge of chaos, the reality of a prison cell feels different this time. More permanent, more humiliating. As Belle watches him hauled away, she experiences a moment of victory. But viewers are left to wonder, does this feel like justice? Or does it feel like vengeance dressed up in legal robes? Salem's moral compass is shifting. And in this town, the line between right and wrong is always just a little bit blurry. While the rest of Salem reels from John Black's death, a different kind of tension brews inside the DiMera mansion. E.J. DiMera finds himself backed into a corner, not by police, not by enemies, but by his own flesh and blood. The catalyst? Rachel Black. In a shocking revelation, young Rachel tells her mother, Kristen DiMera, that Johnny, E.J.'s own son, threatened his father on the night E.J. was shot. It's a bombshell no one saw coming. Was it a misunderstanding? A heat-of-the-moment outburst? Or something far more sinister? Kristen, never one to overlook danger, immediately confronts E.J. Her tone is sharp, her eyes full of suspicion. She demands to know exactly what happened that night. Did Johnny really mean what he said? Was it just a threat, or was there intent behind his words? E.J., caught between protecting his son and defending himself, hesitates. And in that moment of silence, the seeds of doubt begin to grow. What unfolds next could ignite another DiMera civil war, this time from within. As secrets fester and loyalties shift, one thing becomes clear: if the DiMera family implodes, it won't be because of an outsider. It'll be because of their own blood. While one life fades away, another is stirring back to consciousness. Bo Brady, Salem's longtime hero, finally awakens from his coma. But instead of celebration, his return is tinged with heartache. Just as his eyes open for the first time in months, another beloved soul, John Black, takes his last breath. It's a cruel twist of fate. The man who once protected the town with unshakable courage has returned, but at the cost of losing one of his closest friends. When Bo learns that John is gone, the emotional blow will hit harder than any physical injury ever could. Bo owes his life to John. And as his family gathers around his hospital bed, joyful yet grieving, Bo will have to face the unthinkable, living in a world where John Black no longer exists. This isn't just a personal tragedy. It's a symbolic one. John's sacrifice isn't just about medical heroism, it's about legacy. His strength gave Bo another chance. And now, Bo must carry that legacy forward. The question is, can he? Across town, another kind of pain is unfolding, not in hospitals or jail cells, but within the walls of broken homes. Maggie Kuriakis finds herself confiding in Julie Williams, overwhelmed by the emotional wreckage surrounding her. She opens up about the collapse of Sarah and Xander's marriage, expressing disbelief at how quickly everything fell apart. She had once believed they could weather any storm. But betrayal, especially the kind tied to violence and scandal, leaves a wound too deep for easy forgiveness. Sarah, for her part, seems resolute. With Xander now behind bars, any hope for reconciliation appears shattered. She's not just walking away from a relationship, she's walking away from a man she no longer recognizes. But while one relationship ends, another may be beginning. In a surprising and controversial turn, Ari Horton turns to Doug Williams III for comfort. What begins as emotional support quickly turns physical. Their bond intensifies, and before long, they're entangled in a passionate affair, one that's as impulsive as it is dangerous. And the danger? It doesn't just come from secrets. Someone is watching. Holly Jonas, already burdened by her own trauma, may soon stumble into this messy love triangle. Whether by accident or design, she could become collateral damage in a scandal she never asked to be part of. As personal lives spiral out of control, Salem continues to prove that even when the world pauses for grief, drama never rests. As Salem reels from John Black's death and the emotional whirlwind surrounding Bo's return, another storm is quietly forming, one that involves a girl who's seen more than her fair share of tragedy. Holly Jonas is being watched. She doesn't know it yet, but someone is tracking her movements, studying her from a distance. There's a sense of menace lingering just out of frame, an invisible threat that hasn't yet revealed itself. Is it driven by jealousy? Revenge? Or could it be part of a much darker game being played in Salem's shadows? While Holly remains unaware of the danger encircling her, those closest to her are beginning to sense that something's off. Her routines are being disrupted. Her privacy is being invaded. And whoever is following her, they aren't just curious. They're waiting for the right moment to strike. This raises one terrifying question: who will step in to protect her? Doug Williams III may be the one person able to intervene. His growing closeness to Ari Horton places him in Holly's orbit, and if the danger escalates, Doug could find himself in the role of an unexpected savior. But timing is everything, and in Salem, timing often means the difference between rescue and regret. This subplot is simmering just beneath the surface. As the town mourns John's passing and confronts long-standing betrayals, Holly's peril could explode into full-blown crisis, catching everyone off guard. The next 2 weeks of Days of Our Lives are not just episodes, they're a study in grief, rebirth, and reckoning. John Black's death is more than a plot point, it's a seismic shift for Salem. His bravery, compassion, and unwavering love for Marlena have shaped this town for decades. His absence will be felt in every home, every decision, every tear shed in quiet moments. And yet, from the ashes of that loss, Bo Brady rises. His awakening offers a glimmer of hope, but it's not without pain. Bo is stepping back into a world that looks nothing like the one he left. Friends are gone, families are fractured, and now, a burden rests on his shoulders, the unspoken hope that he will carry on the strength that John once embodied. But that hope may be misplaced. As Bo finds his footing, other characters are unraveling. Xander Kuriakis faces the consequences of his rage, Belle Black steps into a new kind of power, and the DiMera family teeters on the edge of implosion, their secrets threatening to burst wide open. All the while, new dynamics form, old wounds reopen, and Salem becomes a city transformed, its future uncertain, its past hauntingly present. And now, it's your turn. What do you think lies ahead for the people of Salem? Will Bo Brady rise to the challenge and honor John's legacy, or is his return clouded by guilt and sorrow? Is Xander truly a villain, or just another victim in a town where second chances are rarely given without a price? And what of Marlena? Can she survive the heartbreak of losing John, or will this loss shatter everything she's built? We want to hear your thoughts. Share them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell so you won't miss a single twist or turn. Because in Days of Our Lives, just when you think the storm has passed, a new one begins.